Today on NBA 2K25, I'm putting Larry Bird into the modern NBA. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K25 with the Boston Celtics, and at the top of this roster, we have Larry Bird now on the squad. Should be very interesting to see how things play out on 2K25 with Larry Bird in the modern NBA. So, of course, this is the roster for the upcoming 2025-2026 NBA season. As you can see right here, I made sure Tatum will not be playing next season at all. Obviously, hopefully Tatum is back on the court as soon as possible, but here in the simulation, he's not going to be playing in year one of this. So Larry Bird's got some big shoes to fill. Should be fine, but obviously the rest of the Celtics roster, of course, with the offseason here, they traded away Holiday, traded away Porzingis. This team is not going to be good next season, in my opinion. It'll be okay, but it'll be interesting to see how things play out. Of course, now adding Larry Bird onto the roster here, things are going to be a little bit easier for the Celtics. Of course, he's arguably the best player in Celtics history. So let's see how things play out in 2K25. Let me show you the rotation first before we kick into the simulation. So here's what we're rocking with in year number 1. We got Simons at the 1, Derek White at the 2, Jaylen Brown at 3, Larry Bird at 4, and Chris Boucher is going to be our starting center coming off the bench. We got Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Amos Krejza here, and Josh will be coming off the bench. See how things play out on 2K25. Who knows what's going to happen? We're probably going to be doing 3 years of the simulation. I don't expect us to win year number 1, but you literally never know what could happen on 2K25. Anything is possible. Either way, I'll see you all at the end of year number 1. So for the best, obviously season 2, Tatum will be back. I'll see you guys shortly. And at the end of year number 1, Luka Doncic is your MVP, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists game for him. Unfortunately, no Bird MVP. That's obviously one of the goals in today's video. Bird to win an MVP, hopefully, but the main goal is to win, of course, an NBA championship. Cooper Flag's Rookie of the Year. We got Josh Giddey, 6th man with the Warriors. Don't know how we ended up there, but that's interesting. Victor Defense Player of the Year and Ben Thompson is your most improved. Larry Bird does make the All-NBA first team. That's what you'd like to see. But check out his stats, though, and the rest of the player stats here momentarily. And Larry Bird did make the All-Defensive first team as well. Very good season here in the modern NBA for Larry Bird. End of the year, we were the 4th seed. They're out in the Eastern Conference, 49-33 on the season. We were 14 games back behind the New York Knicks for the 1st seed. They were 63-19, very good. Obviously, the Hawks, the Cavs, Celtics, Raptors, nothing too crazy over there. Obviously, the Bucks didn't even make the playoffs at all. But shout out to the New York Knicks as well. Shout out the player stats here at the end of the season for our Boston Celtics. Larry led the way in scoring for us, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists a game. Also had 2 steals a game this season, 47% from the field, 41% from 3, and over 2 3-pointers made a game. Very good season for him. Brown had 18, 5, and 3. We got Simons here, 17, 2, and 4 his first season on the Celtics. Derek White only had 14 points, pretty interesting, 4 and 4. We got Pritchard here at 13.5. Boucher had 8. As our starting center. I was about to say coming off the bench, but he was our starting center. Let's see how things play out here in the NBA playoffs. We're going to be taking on the Toronto Raptors here in the first round. They have Drew Holiday, so they trade for him in this. RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl here, Sandro here, Great Dick. I think we should get the job done here. You never know, though. Game number 1, we do it, get the job done. That one at least. 28-11 for Bird, 23 for White. We win by 8. Celtics take game 1. Game number 2 will also be going our way. 129-102. Simons at 27 for us. 27-10-7 for Larry Bird. 23-8 for Jaylen Brown. In game number 3, we have also won. This could be a sweep on our hands. 116-99. Drew Holiday 16 for them. Jaylen Brown at 27-10. Larry Bird was an assist shy of a triple-double. Wow. And in game number 4, I was about to say we win that one, but the Raptors take that one. They also have taken game number 5, so that is not good. And they take game 6, so we are now going into game 7 against the Raptors. I was about to say we were literally 1 game off of going to the next round here, and we very well could blow it in the first round of the playoffs. The Raptors have the lead early on in this game, and it looks like they're going to pull away. Did we really just blow a 3-0 lead? And we did. The Celtics have been eliminated. We're up 3-0 over the Toronto Raptors, and we literally could not win another game, and we ended up losing there. It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks and the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals, and it's going to be the New York Knicks who end up winning the NBA championship. Karl Anthony Towns is your Finals MVP. I still can't believe we should have at least made it to the second round. I could understand completely if we can't beat the New York Knicks. They're understandable at this point, especially with Tatum not playing. But for us to not beat that Raptors, we need to win one more game. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. Either way, I'll see you at the end of next season. Obviously, the roster's probably going to be different here. I have no control over settings. I just do them in the simulation, so fake GM, fake owner is doing all the other stuff. See what happens here. Tatum will be back next season. See how things play out. And at the end of year number 2, Luka's winning yet another MVP, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists for him this season. We got AJ here, Rookie of the Year with the Rockets. I don't know how they got a high pick. Jalen Duren, 6th Man of the Year with the Lakers. That's an interesting get for the Lakers right there. Victor, Defense Player of the Year. And Nolan here, we got Most Improved Player. We have no Bird on the All-NBA first team. He does make the second team, so that is very good right there. He's also on the All-Defensive first team this season for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, with Tatum coming back, things are much better for him. 60-22 on the season. We're 31-11 at home, 29-11 on the road. The first seed, we had 4 games up on the New York Knicks. Obviously, the starting lineup here was Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Larry Bird, Tatum. Obviously, getting a better center would be pretty good, but, you can't really complain about the rest of it. Obviously, in reality, we have Larry Bird on the team. So, things are a little bit much better for the Celtics here than they are going in real life. Bird in the season here, year number 2, 23.5 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists a game this season. We had Tatum, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists come back from the injury. So that is very good. Jaylen Brown, 19.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Simons had 16. Derek White had 12, 3 and 4. Pritchard had 10 points this season. Shout out Chris Boucher as well. So pretty good right there. Let's see what happens here in the NBA playoffs. We're going to take on the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. Kobe Buffkin, Mikal Bridges, Rita Sher, Jalen Johnson, Okongwu, Kuminga. So it looks like no Porzingis unless they're injured here, or Trae Young, so they are elsewhere in this. So that is pretty interesting. I do think that we should be able to beat the squad with relative ease, and as soon as I say that, we end up losing the first one here, 114-105. Bird at 25 in this one. Bridges 32 for the Hawks, and just wasn't enough. Game number 2, though, we come back 101-87. Brown 24, Simons 23, Tatum 14, 11, 7, 4, and 3. He only had 3 field goal makes, but he got the job done. Game number 3 is also going to Atlanta here, 27 for Zachary. Jalen Johnson at 24, 12, and 5. And we lost 135-114. Holy. Jaylen Brown at 26 and 10, Tatum 25-5, Bird at a triple-double, but we are down 2-1 against Atlanta. We were down 3-1 against Atlanta here. This team could not win a playoff series. Mikal Bridges 35, Jaylen Brown at 29, Bird at 25, 10 and 6. This is not going good at all. We do end up coming back in game number 5. We win by 8. Doesn't matter the score. We win by back. Look at that fourth quarter there, 47-24. Holy. Derek White 29, and Larry Bird another triple-double. He's killing it with the triple-doubles right now. Wow, that's impressive. Game number 6, so can we win? Yes, we do. We're going to be going to game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks. Let's go to Simcast here. Hopefully we come back and we do not end up losing in the first round, because that would suck, especially after first round loss last season. We do look like we're going to win this game against Atlanta, and there you have it. The Celtics and the Pacers here in the next round. The Pacers in this sim have Haliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, James Wiseman, Herb Jones, Aaron Nesmith, Ayo Dosunmu, Jarris Walker. Pretty good squad here. Let's see how things play out. Game number 1, we'll be going to Indiana, 121-113. Bird at 29, 12, 5, and 4 here. Haliburton 28 and 12 for Indiana. Game number 2, we'll be going our way. We win 117-108. Bird 23-9. Look at this balance scoring. 23 for Bird, 19 for Tatum, 19 for Boucher, who had 9 rebounds, by the way, 18 for Brown, and 18 for Simons. Wow, and 12 assists for Derek White, by the way. Another 8-point victory. Mathurin had 26 for Indiana. Bird had 24 for us, 109-101. 2-1 here over Indiana. Game number 3, we win by 20. That's what you like to see. Big games there for Haliburton, Mathurin, Siakam, but we get the job done. Brown at 28, Bird with a 28, 13, and 11 triple-double, and we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen here. I think we actually got the better squad here, in my opinion. I think we should be able to come out here and go to the NBA Finals. Let's see how things play out. In game number 1, we do end up winning 129-110. 31-15 for Tatum, 23-7, 11, 5, and 3 for Bird, insane, 22, 3, and 8 for Brown, and 23 and 10 for Pritchard. Also 17 points for Anthony Simons as well. Game number 2, we'll be going to Cleveland, 137-130. This obviously is not going to be easy. 38 for Tatum though, but big games for Cleveland. Over there is now a 1-1 series. We do end up winning here in game number 3 by 1 point, but we end up winning 114-113. Another triple-double for Larry Legend. Wow. Game number 4 though, wow, it's going right back and forth. Also, that is a game to forget. 148-111 loss. Let's just move right on from that one. Game number 5 though, Cleveland is winning game number 5. Let's go to Simcast here for game number 6, and let's see if we have a shot at beating the Cleveland Cavaliers in this, and we are getting absolutely demolished here. We're starting to come back though. Hang on here. Come back here, and it looks like We are going to probably lose. No, we actually come back and winning 126 to 119. Wow, we get the job done. Pritchard at 25 in that one. All right, I see you, Peyton Pritchard. Going to game 7 against Cleveland. Whoever wins this game will be going to the NBA Finals. Let's see what gets the job done. The Cavs, though, have a big margin on us, and it looks like they're going to be going to the NBA Finals 112 to 98. It's going to be the Spurs and the Cavs in the NBA Finals, and the Spurs are winning. Victor is your Finals MVP. So that's the conclusion of year number 2. We're 1 win shy of going to the NBA Finals. One more year left in the simulation. Let's see if we can get the job done year 3. And at the end of year 3, Victor is your MVP, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Game, we got Elijah here, Rookie of the Year with the Nets. He's also the 6th man of the year, so good season for him. Victor is your Defensive Player of the Year as well. And Cam Boozer is your Most Improved Player. And Shaluka as your Clutch Player of the Season. No Bird on the All-NBA first team or second team, also from last season. Trae Young is now on the Pistons, very interesting. Bird does make the All-NBA third team as well, and he does make the All-Defensive second team, as well as Mitchell Robinson, who's also somehow on the Celtics now. We were the first seed there out in the Eastern Conference, 53 and 29, actually tied with the Indiana Pacers for that first seed, but we obviously got the tiebreaker this season. So let's check out the player stats here at the end of the year. It's going to be Tatum leading the win, scoring for us, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. We had Jaylen Brown, 21, 5, and 4. Bird at 21, 9, and 7. We also had Simons here, 17 points a game off the bench. Pritchard had 12. Derek White had 11. We had Nickeil Alexander-Walker now on the squad. Jalen Smith, Mitchell Robinson, and Sam Hauser. Pretty different team, but also still somewhat the same at the same time. We're taking on the Knicks here in the first round of the playoffs, who obviously now are only the first seed. Do have Porzingis now back on the squad, pretty good. Also, they have Whoa, here. Jalen Brunson, Colin Sexton, Josh Hart here, Karl-Anthony Towns, Porzingis, De'Aaron Fox, and Jimmy Butler. But why is Jimmy Butler not starting here? Why is De'Aaron Fox not starting here? What in the world is going on here? And that's a crazy lineup, but how are they the 8th seed? How is that even possible? Game number 1, 144 to 114. We end up winning this one by 30 though, so I guess they just don't mesh together, because that team has a lot of good players. Only win by 2 here. Tatum 25, Bird 21, 6, and 4. Towns at 27, 11 in that one. Game number 3, we're also winning 119 to 103, so obviously things are looking good. Tatum at 36 and 6. And we're just sweeping them. Wow, that team was really good, but somehow it just slight work for us. Carlton Carrington, Trey Johnson, Corey Kispert, Tari Eason, Alexander Starr, Cam Whitmore, Jordan Poole, Bilal Coulibaly, oh, he's back on the team, and Miles Bridges here, Jalen Williams for this Washington Wizards squad. I think it's pretty solid, actually. Game number 1, we do win 135 to 122. Brown at 35, Bird 24, Tatum 22. We're up 1-0 over Washington. Game number 2, a 25-point victory. Brown at 35, Tatum 27, White 26, Bird 19, 5, and 8. Hopefully this keeps going here. Game number 3, another 10-point victory here against Washington Wizards. Tatum and Bird, big games for them, and we end up losing here in game 4. That's alright. We end up going on. We're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking on the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton, Nembhard, Nesmith, Siakam, Isaiah Jackson, Darius Walker, Herb Jones. Same team. I believe we beat them last year, but we end up losing here in game 1, 126 to 113. Tatum at 27, Pritchard 21, Bird had 16. Bird's getting a lot of these big assist games in this one. Game number 2, a 31-point victory. Tatum 36, 9, 2, 2, and 2. A very good game for him. Bird at 25, 10, 6. Brown 24 and 9. I mean, that's a big top 3 on your roster here. 127, 115. We also take a game 3 victory here. This team's also very solid. I'm kind of shocked by 147 to 129. Halliburton just had 49 points and 16 assists, by the way. An absurd game. It's now 2-2 here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 3 is going to Indiana. Can we win in game number 5? Yes, we do. We're going to Simcast here again. We just cannot, get past the Eastern Conference Finals here, and it looks like we got a close game on our hands here. Indiana is winning, and it looks like we fall short again. We just can't do it. I said we're going to do 3 years, and we can't do it. It's going to be the Pacers and the Mavs in the NBA Finals. The Pacers end up winning. Halliburton's your MVP. So there you have it. So after all that, we just can't get past the Eastern Conference Finals, and this team is unable to win NBA championships. So obviously the main goal in today's video was to win championship with Larry Legend on this team, but unfortunately the challenge is a failure because we were unable to do so with 3 seasons. That was the time limit I gave myself. 3 seasons, I couldn't get it done. So that's going to be the conclusion of today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Obviously, Bird has some great stats on his own here, but unfortunately, things did not go as well and as planned on 2K25. So if you enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want me to send any other players, let me know as well. I'll see you all in the next video and hope you all have a great day.